Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very, very sad, sad day in Formula One. We can all relate to this one, right? We've all messed up something in our lives, whether it was in dating or business or something else, right? Well, we just didn't maximize our opportunity. I've been there. We've all been there. And we should learn from this. This was a horrendous day. McLaren absolutely threw it all away. Now, guys, we're just after the Formula One, so we're going to do more videos on YouTube during the weekend to break it down more. But for now, we're going to go with this. Very, very sad day for Formula One. I mean, guys, I'm in complete conflict here. One part of me is saying, wow, brilliant result for George Russell. And hey, it was for both team drivers, sorry, guys. Brilliant result, but at the same time, horrendous result for McLaren. What a missed opportunity. We're going to get into it now more, guys, and I've got proof in a moment, so give me a little bit of rope. But let's go to the backstory. Okay, so guys, we're just over the halfway now. We've come to the summer break now for Formula One. So there's a 3-week break. I think it's just over 3 weeks, yeah. And we're in a pickle here, guys. We are in a major pickle here with Lando Norris and the McLaren team. Max Verstappen, he's got a huge lead in the championship. Now, yes, as we know, they had huge dominance at the start of the year. Then all of a sudden they sort of lost their mojo, you could say. And McLaren then came from nowhere on the pace, putting it on pole, winning races. It was looking great. Then we've got Mercedes over here in the corner, sort of quietly creeping up to the top and winning races. Jeez, I mean, they're having great victories here at the moment, guys. It's unbelievable. And then Ferrari were looking very, very good at the start of the year, and now they're kind of dropping off. They're dropping off, even though, as we saw, Charles Leclerc, well, technically he put it on pole position, even though Max Verstappen was the fastest man in qualifying, as we saw, but he obviously had that 10 grid penalty. And, you could say, oh, well, that was great for Ferrari. It wasn't, guys, because they were still a half a second off the pace. I mean, a half a second is literally, if you got out of the car, and I remember these feelings, guys. I've been here, done that, right? And, you could be second on the grid. And I think it was Germany, or no, not Germany. I think it was in Belgium, actually, I was racing, and I was second on the grid. I was like, okay, at least we're off pole, but how far away are we, man? Half a second. My heart sunk to the bottom of the floor. It was like you told me I was last on the grid. It was a horrendous feeling because a half a second, guys, is a mountain of lap time to make up. So anyway, look, they still put it on the front row. And then we could see these moments unfold. So let's get into Lord Vader and Skywalker here. And Lord Vader, of course, he's obviously struggling majorly at this race at Spa. It was kind of surprising. I had to say, I was even during the week, and I'll eat my hat a little bit here in fairness, I was a little bit wrong. I was saying on YouTube there only recently that I thought that the guy is just melting down like Phil Mickelson at Winged Foot here. And he still brought the result in qualifying. So, I was wrong. And it was a great result. Fantastic. Even though he, obviously, the 10 grid penalty. So they still have the pace, Red Bull. McLaren have the pace. And here's where it gets even worse, lads. Because McLaren were 1 and 2 in practice 2. Now, I don't really buy into practices much, okay? I'll still look at them because, you still get an idea of where people are in the grid, right? You do. At the same time, you wouldn't be going, oh my God, he's that fast. Oh, gee. Oh. You'd be saying, okay, well, hang on. They might be just holding back. So you never know. But it did show in practice, right, that they have some pace because you had the 1 and 2. You had Norris fastest and then Piastri in second. So even with that consistency in the practice, it was very, very, I suppose you could say, encouraging, right? Encouraging because you've got both drivers up there now. That's showing more consistency, more more solid structure here, right? And then they just blow it all away in qualifying, lads. They just threw it all away. And I think we can all relate to this. A missed opportunity McLaren just had. A major, major missed opportunity. They should have been on the front row. They should have been pole 1 and 2. And they should have won that race outright. And the worst part is, for the last, I think, what was it? For the last 10 laps, Lando Norris had the fastest lap. The fastest lap. So it does show they had the pace. Okay? If they didn't have the fastest lap all the way up until Sergio Perez obviously got it at the end, but if they didn't have that, you'd be saying, okay, well look, hey, they didn't have the pace. But they did have the pace, and they absolutely blew this. Guys, I'm not trying to, down McLaren here. I'm not trying to down any drivers. Well, maybe I am, but I'm not trying to. It's not my intention here. It was a horrendous experience. I think, guys, there's a big lesson to be learned here. We can all relate to this, right? We've all had that missed opportunity where we just didn't go for it, or we didn't execute, whether it was with a boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, in dating, whether it was for work, whether it was motor racing. I mean, hey, I've been here. Everybody's been here at some degree, right? But this is going to come and haunt them, guys. And this is the problem. This is the problem. These type of scenarios, missed opportunities, will always come back and haunt us. Always. Am I right? Am I wrong? We'll be back during the week, guys, on YouTube. Thanks.
Walsh running the Irish green, and look at the move he's making down to the inside.
Moves to the front from 5th all the way to the lead in lap 1.
Walsh takes win number 2.
Peter Walsh.